It's funny, actually. I was talking to my uncle about the same thing the other day. It's it was hard for sure, and I don't think a lot of people understand how hard that actually was. Like, I probably took the hardest route I possibly could have. Was definitely necessary because, you know, like when you just have to make the best decision. It may not be the easiest, it may not be the most clear route, but it's what I had to do. Coming out of high school, just wasn't happy with the offers I had, and then wasn't okay with the JUCO life. So I was like, okay, I was here, like I'll take that. That's fine. I feel like I can make something out of that. And then went there and didn't feel like there was much more I could do to grow. So then I looked for another place that I could show myself offensively, and Indiana State came, and we obviously know that went a lot better than the first 4 years. So, I'm obviously happy with the outcome, but yeah, during it was tough. Definitely, obviously the speed is up. Like that's obvious, and then there's just it's a lot more of a mental task. I would say there's just more obviously with the playbook, and there's more like just time with watching film and dissecting everything. And it's like, obviously it's a job, so your whole day kind of surrounds that, and there's just more mental stuff that goes on with it, as well as taking care of your body, because again, like that's all you have to worry about is football. You don't have to worry about going to class or if you want to do internships you can, but like that's not like something you need to do. Worrying about your future career, that's 4 years away when you're in college. So when you're here, you're a little more focused, or a lot more focused, on just football and just watching film and getting in the playbook. Like all that is just takes a toll on you more mentally. So that's definitely two things that change. I would obviously tell them do as many sports as you can, because one, it keeps you out of trouble. Like, I know we all can say, oh, when it's off season, like you don't really you don't really care that much like about class, or like you just have the rest of your day to yourself. So when you're in like a sport, like we all know that you pay more attention in class, as well as like you're in shape, like you're doing something. You're not just going back home, playing video games, eating terrible food or whatever. Like you're worried about the game you got this weekend, or practice you're about to have. Like, so it's just, you're locked in more, as well as different sports, they give you different abilities, like hand-eye coordination, agility, speed. Like they're all working on different things. So if you're able to play different sports and become more of a well-rounded athlete, like a college is going to look at you and be like, okay, like we can do a lot with him, like because he's capable of a lot. And then as well as if you're good at them, it gives you more. He could possibly play baseball in college. He could possibly run track. He could do this. Like some people, I know he's a lot of, like, what was it, the 30 for 30 for Miami. They were talking about, oh yeah, we recruited dudes for track, but knowing they were going to play football. Like some schools, they still do that. So it just opens up the door for college, and then it just makes you just a better athlete as well. And then obviously it's high school. You're having fun, you're enjoying it, you're meeting new people, and you never know where those connections are going to take you. Like the people you meet, the coaches you meet, you never know where that's going to take you. So the more people, the more experiences you have, the better person you're going to be. I hope it makes the path for other people behind us just a little bit easier. We get a little bit less overlooked, because obviously we know Iowa doesn't have the strongest, numbers when they put up the whole, what state has this many recruits or has this many people in the NFL. We obviously we're not up there, but we have athletes. We have dudes, we have dogs. Like, I just hope all of us doing what we do is helping the next person just make it easier, as well as make them see like what's possible. Like just because you're from Iowa doesn't mean like, and the numbers are whatever minuscule to, the Floridas and Texas, it doesn't mean it's not possible. Like I promise you, obviously it's a little bit harder. You're going to have to work a little bit harder, but if you want to get there and that's really your dream, that shouldn't be able to stop you, because obviously you see it's possible. There are people up there doing it right now. So if that's really something you want to do, you should take whatever you got and do whatever you have to do to make that happen. It's funny because we've literally been competing against each other since we were like little kids, like basketball all the way up till junior year with football and stuff. So, and then college, because he went to Iowa State. So it was funny that we're on the same team now, because I don't think we ever have been, ever. Like every time I see him, we're on opposing teams playing against each other. But I mean, it's great because one, he's been in it for 3-4 years now. So just the wisdom he's gained over those years, he can pass down to me, as well as it just gives me an option for someone who I can talk to on any moment. Like he's pretty much like a person where he's opened the door where like, hey, if you need anything, like just text me, let me know. Like whether it's on the field or off the field, his parents have given my parents advice. His parents have given me advice. Like it's just a resource for me, because obviously I know he's gonna keep it straight with me. He's gonna let me know like the truth about everything, and he's gonna be nitpicky on like my technique or literally anything, because like I know that he wants me to be great, as well as I want the same for him. So that's just a viable resource that I have on the team, which is great. It's a dream for sure, but it is definitely, I was blessed with the position and opportunity that I've been given. Obviously I have great people in my circle and around me that whenever they give me advice or whatever, like I'm jotting it down. I'm like, okay, well, like obviously these are the greats. They know what they're doing. And the fact that I get to sit in the meeting rooms with them every day and just take the advice that they give and like just learn from them on and off the field, like honestly I couldn't have been in a better position with especially the coaches. Like the coaches I have, like we had some young coaches, but like they're going to be great coaches. You could just tell just by their demeanor, by the way they just watch the film, just digest the film just every week, just nonstop. Like you could tell they're going to be great, and just all around it's a I couldn't have picked like a better place to have my first year, as well as like just hopefully come back for as long as they want me there and just continue to grow as a football player. My goals are just to keep working and work harder to get better physically, like with technique and footwork and stuff like that. And then obviously learn the game, obviously more and more, like get in the book, as well as watch film, learn tendencies of different defenses and their front, as well as just like learning about fronts, because obviously I was a receiver. I didn't really have to worry about, a 3-4 defense or I didn't, like when they were telling me that, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like that means nothing to me, because for a long time I didn't have to know about any of that. It was the coverages and once the tendencies of the secondary, as well as sometimes the linebackers, all I had to worry about. But now having to learn about like the fronts and the different tendencies with how they're maybe showing a blitz and all that stuff, and just how to ID a blitz, and it's just, there's a lot of stuff that I'm definitely looking forward to learning more this off season, just to make myself a better player, and then obviously like go there and certify the spot. Obviously I had let's just say I had the chips fell well for me. Obviously there were injuries and I was just able to like slide in and whatnot, but obviously coming back, everyone's going to be healthy. So my job and my mindset is to continue what I was doing and certify the spot. Like, not just, oh, he only played because people were hurt. Like, I want that spot to actually be mine with everyone healthy, just to make sure that next year, like, you're still seeing me on special teams and on offense as well. Like most people, I just tell them, just to keep the fight. There were days where obviously I thought about giving up. I mean, and most people would with the route that I took. And a lot of people did that were on the same route. They gave up or they just stopped. So I'm obviously just tell them to keep working, as well as, maybe take track a little bit seriously. That'd have been great. I don't know. I was just out there to condition, so I mean that was one thing. But I definitely, with a family full of track stars, they're on me a lot to come out and get track workouts, and maybe sometimes I should have just taken those opportunities and whatnot. But I just tell them, just keep fighting, keep working, and just don't give up hope. As much as people are going to continuously tell you what you're doing is not possible or it's not going to happen, whatever, people are always going to tell you stuff. That doesn't mean anything. Everyone has an opinion. That doesn't mean that they're right. If you want something, just do what you have to do. Like, obviously they're going to do what they want to do or whatever. That doesn't mean that that's going to work for you. It doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. So just get into your mind that you're going to keep working and you're going to be great, because obviously at every step people are going to tell you no, like, you're not big enough, fast enough, strong, whatever. They're going to tell you that. And regardless of what they tell you, it doesn't matter.